Hey guys, the psychological technique I will be talking about today is positive affirmations. Positive affirmations are positive phrases or statements that are used to challenge negative thoughts. And then through repetitions of affirming statements, the brain can form new neural pathways, which can create physical connections to these repeated thoughts. Strengthening these pathways makes it easier for the mind to return to these positive statements and thinking patterns rather than falling back into negative thinking. Positive affirmations can lead to long-term benefits by helping people build confidence and adapt more easily over time, creating a cycle where self-belief continues to grow. Positive affirmations have been proven to be effective in managing things like anxiety, stress, depression, low self-esteem, and negative self-talk. Positive affirmations may vary from person to person as they should reflect what is most important to that individual. These things could include goals, interests, aspirations, core values, and personal history. So I'll give you a rundown of how the technique works, then I'll show you an example of it, and then we'll actually do a practice ourselves on the video. So here's how it works. So you'll start by identifying a negative thought or core belief that you have. It could be anything, like I said, has meaning to you and feels like it has a negative effect on you. Then you'll reframe this negative into a positive and present tense statement. And then I would say it's important to use emotionally meaningful words, at least words that are just meaningful to you. It makes it stick more and makes it feel like it's actually like emotionally connected to you, I guess. And then once you come up with your statement, it is very important to repeat your statements. So you can choose between like 3 to 5 affirmations, but you want to make sure you repeat these at least twice a day. It's just good with consistency. A really like easy schedule you could do is do it when you wake up in the morning, and then before you go to bed at night, you can say it again. And obviously you can say it more, but twice a day is like the recommended minimum. It's also important to remember, though, that affirmations are a lot like training. So it may take time for them to feel authentic and to feel like they're actually doing something. When you're first doing them, it may feel like awkward or forced, but consistency is key, and it will help reshape your internal dialogue the more you do it. So I will now show you guys a demonstration of someone using this like in their own life, and then we will do a practice ourselves.
Do you guys mind if I listen to my daily affirmations? Thank you very much.
I'm Sal. I can do this job. I won't fail like all my previous jobs. I'm not a bartender anymore. I'm Sal.
Thank you, guys.
All right, so might not have been the most serious example that I could have given, but I figured, a funny example wouldn't hurt. But now we'll do an actual serious practice so you guys can see how it's actually done and how you would perform this on your own. So first, I just want you to make sure you're in a quiet space where you feel comfortable and you are free from distractions. And now, once you're in that space, I want you to just take a deep breath in, and then I want you to exhale slowly. I want you to just get as calm as you possibly can. And again, take another deep breath in, and then exhale slowly. Okay, we'll start with the first affirmation. Say to yourself, I'm calm, confident, and in control. Just take a moment to say this silently or out loud to yourself. It doesn't matter. And then say it to yourself again. I'm calm, confident, and in control. And a thing that might make this more powerful or stick out more is try to picture yourself in a challenging situation, and then try and say it to yourself again. I'm calm, confident, and in control. Now the second affirmation. I believe in myself and I trust this process. So just take the time again to say this silently or out loud to yourself. It doesn't matter, just as long as it's meaningful. And I want you to let the phrase sink in. Just let it sink in. And then one more time, I want you to say it. I believe in myself and I trust in this process. Okay, and now the final affirmation. I grow stronger with every challenge that I face. I want you to repeat this to yourself again, silently or out loud. It does not matter. And just let that statement stick with you for a little bit. Let it sink in. And again, I grow stronger with every challenge that I face. Okay, now I'll give you a chance to come up with an affirmation on your own. I want you to choose an affirmation that speaks to you the most today. It could be anything. Like I said, as long as it's meaningful to you and it's about your personal values, everyone's affirmation is different. So I want you to just think of one that suits your situation today. And then when you come up with that statement, I want you to repeat it to yourself 3 times. Okay, I hope it's been 3 times, unless you had a really long statement or I'm going too quick, but hopefully that was 3 times. And then I just want you to take another deep breath in and then exhale slowly. Okay, and now you've completed your first positive affirmation practice. So that's pretty much the breakdown of how you do it on your own. And yeah, that's really it. And then I just remember affirmations are meant to be different and they should be based on your own personal values. There's no rules. As long as it's helpful to you and meaningful to you, that's all that matters. And that's it. Thanks, guys.